Thomas Latham down at the Crown Plaza. I'm delighted to be joined by Mr. Sam Kynoch. Sam, we've just witnessed another great fight night at the Crown Plaza. How do you reflect on the show?
Really good. Two stoppages there. So for the last while, I know telling the last year with the stoppage, Liam Phillip was one of the ones that produced it again, stopping Marek Laskowski, and obviously Alfie Poole jumped on his man from Sweden, who was game 1-1. I was chatting to him when he came over. He was really keen. He said, "I'm here to fight. I want to come and fight in the UK fight overseas again. Grateful for the opportunity." So good for him. But all in a really good show. Dan Johnson, mature performance, topping the bill against Harry Matthews. So due to the kind of lack of opponents just now, we went with Harry Matthews reboxing his debut. But I think it was useful to revisit that because it was 6 rounds now. Dan showed massive improvement, which was great for him. Shane and Kelly, Irishman, he looked good in the first fight. Welterweight, 3-0 now, so we'll definitely be looking, I'm sitting down with his management, looking to get a couple more fights for him, and look at some 50-50s, matching him up with our own guys. And Paul Keane, big performance from him, he looked really good. And obviously in ring we announced his next fight being for the Commonwealth title against Louis Green, so as MC Greg Houston put it, Green v Keane, so it's a good one. Looking forward to that on the 6th of May.
Hashtag Green v Keane.
That's the hashtag, yep.
Before we focus on that one, just let's rewind a wee bit back to Liam Phillip. Back-to-back stoppage victories, it's all going in the right direction for Liam.
Yeah, as we've provisionally penciled in a title fight. Can't announce it because the other side of the equation is yet to box, but it'll be done June. There'll be a title fight for Liam. He might be out prior to that, but he's got a title fight lined up and he's ready for that now. He's shown that, he's had the 6 rounders scheduled and obviously stopped early, but he's putting the work in the gym and he's ready to go.
Big one with Paul, it was just announced at the end of the event. Commonwealth title challenge against Louis Green at Dundee's Caird Hall. You must be very, very pleased to be able to deliver that from.
Yeah, it's great. Obviously it's coming on the back of having done the challenge for Dean against Louis Green for the vacant belt. We've got Green coming back to fight Paul. I think there's a great story there. Green's a real upsetter on the road. Prior to boxing Dean, he went to Poland, stopped an undefeated guy over there. He's a danger man, so I've called the event Playing with Fire, and it's very much that. It's Paul's hometown, he's selling the show out. A lot of pressure's going to come with that, but I think a second offer to Paulie jumped at it. I think he's going to produce the goods and lift the Commonwealth title, but it's good. I mean, really, going out on a limb to deliver these opportunities. Nathaniel's got the British and Commonwealth. We're doing that on our terms up here ourselves, so it's good.
Just as you bring it up, it's less than 3 weeks until the event gets underway. Nathaniel Collins versus James Beats Jr., British and Commonwealth title. How do you see it going?
2 weeks today, I'm obviously biased because, I'm the promoter of the event, so I think it's a good fight, but in the same sense, I'm Nathaniel's manager, but I just can't see past Nathaniel. He's in a great place. Mentally, he was going to box till the end of last year. It didn't happen. There was a whole lot of back and forth in relation to opponents who were messed about a bit. Dates were falling through. He also had a bit of an injury. The baby just arrived. This is just perfect timing. It's worked out, a blessing in disguise. I think he didn't box till the end of last year because he's just ready to go now. And I think it's going to be a good fight because Beach is very capable. He showed that against Raza Hamza, but I just can't see past Nathaniel. I think this is going to be a big performance from him. I really do. I think he's going to be at his best. I think stylistically it's just a perfect match. And yep, this is it. British and Commonwealth champion. We push on from there.
We'll just quickly run through the rest of the card. Big man's back, David Jameson, after that unfortunate jawbreak in his last one. It's good to see him back in action.
Yep, he's back. He's already sparring. He's feeling good, and he doesn't want to mess about. He wants to get this win. Then let's go.
You've got an title clash. It was just recently announced: Ben McGivern versus Dominic Donegan. It's a good 50-50 for the fans to look forward to.
Yeah, Celtic title for both of them. I think it's with all due respect, it's their level. It's a huge title for either of them to win, given their standing at the present where they started in the sport. It's a great point to get to, and the big things to come from the winners. So yeah, it's a really good fight. Looking forward to that. A proper, genuine 50-50.
And a professional debut as well, Marcus Sutherland.
Yep, Marcus only 18. With Colin Kearney made his debut, 18 years old last week. Next week I've got Louis Muldowney, 18 year olds making his debut in London. It's just I've never had so many 18-year-olds turning over, and they're crackers as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Marcus. Good relationship with Marcus, have done for years, and his dad's a great guy, and he's obviously involved in his coaching, so he's one to watch. He's looking at potentially doing bantamweight as well. You know, he's experimenting with the weight. He'll be a super bantam or a bantam depending on how he develops, but he's a very capable fighter.
You know, on the same night as Louis Muldowney's debut, you've got Harry Mullins competing for his first title.
Yep, Southern Area title. Fully confident in Harry. He's a young fighter, exciting, enthusiastic, and yeah, Southern Area. I love that. Never had a Southern Area champion before. Obviously, I've not got many London boxers. If you get a Southern Area champion, we take him down that route. You know, maybe defend that English title, then push on from there. But Harry's a great kid to work with. His dad Sam Mullins is fantastic as well. I like that gym. I just like that feel. So the London stable I've got, I'm really happy with. You know, it's not. I don't want a big stable down there. I just want people that I want to work with. You know, I've got some good fighters, and I'm happy with the ones I've got.
And it's all happening on the night of Nathaniel Collins' title fight. You've got Hannah Rankin on the same night. You must be. Well, what's the plans for Hannah this year? Is it all about trying to get that world title back?
Yeah, Hannah's very focused on becoming a world champion again. That's her sole focus. But can't take her eye off the ball. Capable opponent that she's got on the 10th of March, an American coming over. So it's about doing the job there and sit and look at the landscape. But Hannah's maintained a high ranking with all the sanctioning bodies. People know she's an exciting fight, so she brings it. So the opportunities are going to come in no time.
Joanna Wanya, she's competing for the Commonwealth title, and she's been made mandatory for the Europeans. So there's a hell of a lot to look forward to for Joanna.
It's massive. March, Commonwealth title. April, we've done the deal now. She's going to go to Italy to contest the European title. She's going to go there. She's going to win that. So she's going to win. I'm telling you, she's going to win the Commonwealth in March. She's going to win the Commonwealth. She's going to win the European rather away from home in Italy in April. World's her oyster thereafter. I genuinely think she beats the world champions now. We take a world title fight tomorrow, but after those two fights, she's going to be knocking on the door.
And not to miss out Dee Allen, like she's shown she's a devastating puncher. I think she's been made mandatory for the European as well. Is there any update on that?
Bavington has an interim fight, and then it will be addressed after that. I'll be gobsmacked if Bavington gets in the ring with Dee Allen. Not that she's not game, she's a good fighter and everything else, no disrespect, I just don't think it's a good move for her. And a lot of people don't want to get in the ring with Dee. I think she's to some extent a victim of her own success. Robbie Flynn and I manage her, and we're finding that, you know, we're putting offers out and people don't want it, you know. So, but she's going to get a chance, mandatory for the European. She's already got a title in her own right, so the chances will come when they do. I think she's going to knock people out.
She's a real danger in the light welterweight division, isn't she?
Yeah, so welterweight, I don't think she can do like welter.
Welterweight, sorry.
But no, because there was some talk of that, because Caroline Dubois had said if you can come down, it's not going to happen, you know. So that's, you can forget that. She's a solid 147 pounder. She's a welterweight, but yeah, it's a great division, and she's amenable to going up to super welter as well. Obviously, Terry Harper's landed a massive fight, which of course she's going to take, but failing which we'd put Dee's name in the hat for that. I think Dee beats these girls and competes for them, you know. I think she's right up there.
Mm-hmm. And next event, funnily enough, after Nathaniel Collins, repeat of revenge, Fraser Wilkinson makes the first defence of the Scottish title against the man that he won it against, Corey McCulloch. You're looking forward to seeing the rematch?
Yeah, I am, because of both their attitudes towards it. Corey asked for it. He's adamant. He felt he didn't do himself justice in the first fight. He feels he can win. Fraser feels he didn't box the best of his abilities, and he's going to do a more comprehensive job this time. That's the fights we want to be putting on. Two guys that are full of self-belief, putting on the line and a title there. So I'm looking forward to that one, and that show is going to be a good one as a whole at the end of March.
And you also got the curtain coming down, the last man standing tournament. Andrew Smart, Robbie Graham, and it's also for the Scottish title. Yeah, it's great. Welterweight Scottish title, there's good fights there for the winner. Another 50-50, again, I think it's be a huge title for either of them to win. That's what we want, you know. Like, I've got some guys out there that are chasing world titles. Nathaniel's about to contest British and Commonwealth. Others, the Scottish titles, their next goal, or for some of them, that's the pinnacle of their career, which is great. So it's just about having good, evenly matched fights, you know. So it's obviously on Davy McAllister's show. I manage Robbie, so I'm fully behind Robbie, but it's a genuine 50-50. I cannot pick a winner in that one. Andrew Smart's the most seasoned, better boxer. Robbie, naturally bigger. Is he fit? Got a better engine? Let's see. So it's going to be a good fight. We've also got Kieran Smith I've just seen he was recently overseas getting some good sparring, some good training in. He's challenging for the British title as well in April.
Yeah.
Great opportunity for Kieran.
Massive. I mean, that's gate crashing as the highest order if he beats Denzel Bentley. And I'm confident in that one. I really believe in Kieran's work ethic, second to none. He's one of the most deserving fighters of a big chance, and yeah, jumped at it, So, and there's a plan there. If he wins this, then the fights that come in the back of it are massive. So this is huge for Kieran, and he knows it. And like I say, I got offered that sparring. He went overseas sparring an undefeated fighter who's in a big fight. Stylistically matched up well. So it was a bit early in the camp for sparring, so he didn't do a huge amount of rounds, but it was a perfect kick-off for him. And Kieran, if anything, needs to, he's a fighter you have to tell, stop, don't overdo it, because that's the risk with him. But he's got a measured approach to his camp. Head's a good trainer that's looking after him, and I'm confident he can go down and cause upset. And it's on a massive card as well, so that's kind of what we're after, So build the guys up on our own platform and then get these big opportunities.
Mm-hmm. Just bring me back to Nathaniel. The last I spoke to him, I mean, we've recently seen it with Ashley's Lara, just a massive knockout against Lee Wood. That is the level that Nathaniel wants to get to. When I spoke to him last, he was mentioning names like Michael Conlan, Lee Wood. Is that the level you think he can get to this year?
I do, and he just has to prove it. I mean, go to the talking in the ring, and I think 10th of March is the start of that. I think it's going to be a big performance. We'll follow up quickly, and then he's a couple of fights away from, the elite guys in the division. Jazzy Dickens, Michael Conlan, their names that he's talked about. He sees himself and he's full of confidence that he can do that. He's obviously got to earn it and prove it with the performances. So I think it's no disrespect at all towards Beach. It's not about winning this, it's about the nature of victory. He needs to look impressive in this one, and I told him that, so his win against Jacob Robinson was good stylistically, didn't really gel, but I think Beach coming towards him, I think it's going to really, really suit him, and then just push on. There's going to be no messing about with Nathaniel. If an opportunity comes, he's going to be ready and he'll seize it.
Nice one. Well, we look forward to it, as you correctly said when I said less than 3 weeks. It's 2 weeks tonight, so we've not got long left to go.
No, not at all. Big night of boxing, so I'm really looking forward to it and a good card.
Cheers, Sam.
Thank you.